Any idea what is this? Okay. So, today our hero is Tyndale and Gutenberg. Gutenberg who invented the printing press. So, we are going to study about two people today. Okay. Ready? Yes. Rangpa ready? Pushpanti, can you hear me? Okay. See, our memory verse for today would be Revelation 2:10. Revelation 2:10. Can you, any one of you read that? Revelation 2:10. Yeah, please. Read and then keep it inside.
Do not fear any of those things which you are about to suffer. Indeed, the devil is about to throw some of you into prison, that you may be tested, and you will have tribulation and death, faithful until death, and I will give you the crown of life.
Just by reading the verse, what do you understand about our lesson today? Sorry? Tribulation, trials, persecution, casting out into the prison, and finally dying. Okay? This is what the story is all about. Okay, in 14th and 15th century, this printing press made a great revolution. Why? Previously what happened? You all know John Wycliffe. He tried to translate some parts in English, but then he did it from Vulgate's Bible. You all remember? That is a bad Bible. That is not too good. It has so much of errors. But still, he translated the entire Bible. And how they carried the Bible? Everything was handwritten. So, here comes a man from Germany. Okay, he was born in a city of Mainz in Germany. His name is Johannes Gutenberg. He invented the printing press, and we are going to see about that. This is his picture. Okay, 1398 to 1468. He was born in the city of Mainz in Germany. Okay, he invented this, but what about the printing press? You will find it interesting. So, while finding the printing press, he used the metal or the wooden blocks. Okay, these are the characters which he used in the printing press, metal or wooden blocks. Okay, and he used oil based ink. In his printing press, he used oil based ink. See how the printing would come once everything is done. The thing is, the problem is everything has to be done in backwards. Okay, so whoever is working in the printing press, they have to be very well known to read it backwards. Can you read this one? Just try, please. We all read in our last batch. So, how many of you were successful reading this? Meshak, you read? It was easy. No? Okay. How many of you could be able to read this? Wow. See how much of work they had gone through just to give us the printing Bible, whatever we enjoy now. Okay, this was the first. They all did. They have to put it in backwards and then they have to get. In 1450, everything he just said, and the first, his mission was ready to print the first book. And can you guess like what was the first book? Bible, and we call it as Gutenberg's Bible. Okay. So at a stretch, at once he can print how many lines? 42 lines. Okay, 42 lines at a stretch. It was so affordable. See how much grateful the people will be. Okay, so much of copies they can make. It was so much of affordable, anyone can buy. So it made a big revolution. See, this how. Big printing press with all wooden and metal blocks, oil based ink. Okay. But for him to do it successfully, he needed help. he needed money, no? So one person helped him. He is a money lender. He is a very wealthy man and he helped. Finally, Gutenberg was successful in inventing this printing press. And after that, oh, this is the Gutenberg press. We will see that in video. After that, what happened? He invented this in 1450s, okay, 1450s. Just within 36 years later, who invented America? Columbus. So, Columbus landed. It was there, yeah, it was there, and he was the one who landed. Once he landed there, for his surprise, what was the land all about? They were people just after 36 years. They were people, their motto was to have the state without king and church without pope. See what an influence our Bible has. They got the Bible so much, they read it through and they had a nation for themselves, a church without pope and a state without king. That was their motive. Yes, yes. I don't know. Yes. From where they escaped? From Europe. From Europe, a group of people went there and settled down in USA. Okay, we will have a video now. Interesting, no? God is so good. He knows how to spread the news across. So even through the dark ages, he saved all his material, and finally through printing press, we all have the Bible now. After that, our next hero comes to the screen. Who is that? William Tyndale. Okay, what is the difference between John Wycliffe and William Tyndale? Last class I told. Directly from Greek to English. Okay, good, good. Janu, you remember everything. Okay, good. Okay, now 1494 to 1536, that was his age period. When Tyndale was there, from the beginning, he was growing up with the understanding that something has to be done for the Bible. Bible has to be translated in English. That was his very thought, even from the young age. Okay, he was born and he was associated with lowlords. Who are lowlords? A group, yeah, they will praise and sing songs. And who organized that group? Wycliffe. So they carried the Bible. How they would carry the Bible? All written, handwritten manuscripts. Okay, he was so much associated with that, and he was observing the church services. In what language the church services were made, like during that time? Everywhere, even in England, everywhere they were following only Latin language. Okay, even the Latin Bible was very rare to found in some churches. So he had this burden in his heart, and when he was attending Oxford University, Tyndale got so skilled in Greek and Latin. Okay, he was so skilled in Greek and Latin. And Erasmus translation, this translation was done by Erasmus, and he translated, he had a parallel thing, he had a Greek and a Latin. So this motivated Tyndale that he has to translate to English also, from Greek to English. Okay, we will see his translation first. See the translation. Greek, he just had a parallel translation. One side is Latin and other side is Greek. Okay, and there was a man, a learned man who spoke and came to Tyndale and was telling, we may be better without God's law than the Pope's. For that, Tyndale replied, I deny the Pope. I deny all his laws. If God spare my life, I will cause even a plowboy to know more scriptures than the Pope. Okay, that was his determination. And in 1523, he approached the bishop in London. He is the bishop in London. Okay, Cuthbert Tunstall. Okay, he approached him and he seek permission to translate the Bible from Greek to English. What do you think? Permission denied. Okay, bishop knows how it will lead. So the permission got denied. So what he did? he fled, he left England. He told if he is still in England, he will not be in a position to accomplish his work. So, he left England and he sailed to Germany. Okay, in Germany only he started his work. In Germany, he started translating the New Testament, the complete New Testament, okay, and it got printed in 1526 and like pocket sized Bible, only New Testament, okay, New Testament, and they smuggled it to England. They smuggled it to England and they were selling it. There were so much of eager buyers, okay, they were selling to them. There was a bishop, and this bishop who denied the permission, he got so furious about that. He came to know and he will be very angry. What he did? Any guess? Normally what the bishops will do? Burnt, of course they burnt. They gathered all the things and he burnt, and also he had representatives, and to his representative he told like buy all the copies, it should not go out of the continent. So buy all the copies. So that gave enough money for Tyndale for him to do the next print. Okay, so see how God works miraculously. So they burnt every copy possibly, and okay, after that, now Tyndale finished translating the New Testament fully, and now he wanted to translate the Old Testament. Old Testament is written in Hebrew, not Greek, Hebrew, and he is attempting to translate that. When he wanted to translate the book of Deuteronomy, he went to Hamburg and there was a shipwreck. Okay, there was a shipwreck, so he lost everything. Even his own manuscripts, prints, everything he just lost. So after that shipwreck, what he did, he had one more English translator. His name is Miles Coverdale. Okay. He asked his help, and with him, Angel, you want water? Okay. Okay, with his help, he tried to translate the first 5 books of Moses. What are the first 5 books of Moses? Okay, Pentateuch. Okay, they translated the first 5 books of Moses. And then, in 1526, they again printed the second edition of New Testament. This is the first time they had the title on the cover. Okay, with the title page, it came, the Bible. And after that, what happened? When Tyndale was questioned, he told to the people, I overlooked again and again. He was so careful that he don't want to continue with any of the Vulgate's Bible error. So he was so careful in his work, he was so passionate, he was so committed to his work, he overlooked again and again, so maximum possibly he gave the diligent copy. Tyndale gave the diligent copy. And when you're very successful in God's work and you're flourishing, what will happen? Persecution will follow you, no? The same thing happened to Tyndale. In 1534, he printed the New Testament fully, again the second revision, and he printed it. After that, immediately in 1535, he got arrested. What was the, for the reason they arrested Tyndale was, they told there was money laundering, okay, heresy. They accused him of, by Roman Catholics, he betrayed money, and then they captured him, they've thrown him to prison. This is the place. Wilwood Castle in Brussels. Okay, he was there all by himself, all alone. He was very cold, he got ill, and from there, but still the burden was so more because he started translating the Old Testament, but he did not complete it. He completed only the New Testament. So he wrote a letter. He wrote a letter to the prison governor stating that he needed some Hebrew Bibles, Hebrew grammar books, and Hebrew dictionaries. Okay, he wanted that, and he was also requesting for some warm clothes. Winter is heading, so please provide me with some warm clothes. Okay, he requested. What do you think? Again, the request denied. Okay, the request got denied. On October 1536, after many people were trying to release him, okay, but still everything got failed, he was strangled to death and they burnt him. Okay, that was his end. But Tyndale was an Englishman driven by desire to translate the Bible. He was so passionate. They tell about Tyndale. He is a linguist, he is a scholar, and he is a creative man. And top of it, he is a Christian. He is a true Christian. He followed the truth. Okay? And how many people know Shakespeare? Father of English. Okay, father of English. And you know what people say? There's a comment, without Tyndale, there is no Shakespeare. And whatever Bible you are having right now, 80% and more, the contribution was by Tyndale. Okay? This is the letter he wrote to the governor, asking for some Hebrew dictionaries, Hebrew Bible and Hebrew grammar books. This is the letter. Finally, he died. We will have a short video about Tyndale now. After that, we will review this class. Ma'am has a wonderful movie about Tyndale, it seems. So, whenever time permits, we will watch. I don't know when, but shortly, surely, we will watch. Okay. Shall we do the review? Okay, I'll leave you 5 minutes early, so don't worry. Okay. You want to switch it off? Switch off the fans. Okay. Now, let's see what we learned today. So, in 14th and 15th century, what happened? A great revolution because of the invention of the printing press. And the first book printed was Bible. It was invented by Johannes Gutenberg, and he was born by 1398. He was there like 3rd Feb, okay, 3rd Feb 1468, and he invented the printing press. He born in Germany in the city of Mainz, and in 1450 what happened? His entire invention, his printing press got ready to print the first book, okay, and the first book was Bible, and he got the help from a wealthy money lender. He helped him, so everything was fruitful for him. And what all he used in the printing press? Movable, adjustable, wooden and metal characters. Okay, movable, adjustable, wooden and metal characters, and it was oil based ink. Okay, they have to arrange it in backwards in order to get, okay, they have to arrange it in backwards, and at a stretch how many lines they can print? 42 lines, okay, and it was affordable for many people, so many books were printed, and they call it was high design and quality, okay. Gutenberg's Bible, so which was high design and quality. The first at first he produced 180 copies of Bible, okay, 180 copies of Bible, and everything got sold. In March 1455, what happened is an Italian name. I find it very difficult to pronounce, so I am not going to pronounce it. Ma'am, can you please help us? No? Okay, I don't know. Ine Piccolomini. Okay, just forget this. You have to try by yourself. But later, he was Pope Pius II. Okay, the same person, he was Pope Pius II. He sees the part of Gutenberg's Bible, and he sees without even glass we can read it. It was so clear. He admired. And then every copy got sold. Even before they could print, they were so order. Okay, it was so in demand. In 1492, you all know Columbus landed in US, America, and then within this 36 years of printing all these things, okay, he started, and within 36 years, people got the truth in their hand. And the motto for this people in America was the state without king and the church without pope. This principle they derived from the Bible. Okay, they got it from the Bible. And our next hero for today is William Tyndale. From small, he was growing up with the understanding that he need to translate the Bible in English. Okay. In 1494, what happened? He was associated with Lollards. Lollards were a group of John Cliffe's representatives. Okay, he was associated with them, and then he was astonished to see all the church service are happening only in Latin and not in English. And the Bible, even the Latin Bible, it was so rare to see in the churches. Sir John, okay. He was attending the Oxford University, and while attending the Oxford University, he got so skilled in Greek and Latin. Greek and Latin. So, he admires the Erasmus translation. He was the person who translated Latin's Vulgate Bible, because they have so much of errors in that. So, he translated, and he had a parallel Greek and Latin in his Bible. So, that motivated Tyndale to give a start. He thought, okay, I wanted to do it in English. He did in Latin, but then Tyndale wanted to do it in English. Okay, we just saw the quote, whatever Tyndale told about. He told, like, he will make even a boy who used to plow will know more scripture than the Pope. Okay, that was his goal. And 1523, what happened? He approached the Bishop of London. Who is that? Tunstall. And he sought the permission to translate the Bible to English. What was happened to that? The permission, the request was denied, so he left England and he went to Germany. In Germany, he translated the New Testament, and it got printed in 1526 with the pocket size. Okay, everything was pocket size New Testament. They smuggled it to England without permission of government. They smuggled it to England and they sold every copy. Okay, Tunstall came to know this, and what he did? He gathered all the copies and burnt it, and he sent representative to buy all the copy. For him, he told, the one copy should not go out of this continent. So, they want to gather all the copy and they wanted to burn it. But what happened? That gave so much of money to Tyndale, so he did the second edition and the third edition. So, he got the money, and the next time he printed with the title on the front page. The title was there, and then Tyndale was accused, and he was told as a heretic for money laundering, and then they chased him to the jail, and finally they burnt him. And before burning him, he wrote a letter to the governor of the prison. What he requested for? Can you imagine? He is such a kind of deep depression, so much of persecution, but even in that wedge, for what he is requesting for? He wanted Hebrew Bible, Hebrew grammar books, Hebrew dictionary. Why? Because he wanted to complete the translation. So, he was so determined to do the work, but that did not happen. 80% of the contribution what we have now in our Bible is from Tyndale. So, from him what you learn? He was so passionate, and he was an influential people. But then, when you follow God so much, the persecution will surely follow you. But will that stop you from working for God? No, not at all. If you are really connected with God, no persecution can make you afraid. So, here we are in the last days, and God is calling us to be a prophet. Like today morning in devotion, what we learned. We are the John the Baptist of the time now. Okay, God is calling us to serve Him through our voice, through our talents, to everything. If you are committed like Tyndale, God can use you mightily. When you are going from here, God will use you. We don't know. Tyndale, Martin Luther, John Cliff, they are all single person, but still God used them mightily to reach out to people, thousands of people. We don't know our destiny, but if you are committing to God, if you are so passionate about God's work, if you are humbling yourself and giving, surrendering everything to God, surely God will bless you and use you like Tyndale and others. Shall we pray? Okay, in advance I wanted to tell you, maybe you might have test on Thursday, whatever we learnt in Christian history. So, side by side, make preparations. I am not telling anything about the test, so don't be cool. Okay, prepare everything. I hope everything is simple and easy for you to remember, the dates and other things. Okay, shall we pray?